Song here. I wanted to look at this word. I thought this was an interesting word because I did not find a 9 in here with the 23, but the meaning of the word, this kind of shows you the whole reason why I like to go through these things. The meaning of the word shows you kind of like the ongoingness of suffering, right? Like suffering doesn't have an implication of an end to the suffering when you think of that word, right? And this goes with, I drew the star badly, but this is the downward facing star, which kind of confirms, oops, okay, so that would be the 2 on top and then the 3 on bottom, which is the downward facing pentacle. Excuse my drawing. Try to do it there too. But what I want to say is it's kind of the ongoingness of the downward facing star, of the de-evolvement of man. Do you see how looking at the hieroglyphs, understanding the numbers, gives you a deeper meaning? Now this word, some words are not compatible with the underlying message that I pull out, but this word seems like it is. Like I'm not seeing a lot of happy stuff in here, so this isn't one of their 180-degree flip words. It looks like it really does mean this. But another thing is interesting. The core of the word is the 2 F's, which is 66. That's the number of the field. That's the number of, you could think of it like the game field, or like a chessboard where you're working out the difficulties in the field right here. So I haven't looked at too many words that have the double F as their core. I noticed maybe Timothy, if you're out there, he studies the letters. This would be a right side up F and an upside down F, and I saw this shape on the pieces of the pentagon, like the pentagon is made out of, from the top pieces that look like this. So I thought that was really interesting. Plus there's a 5-6 ratio, sacred ratio, as we saw with the 6/5 times phi squared, which approximates pi. So if the pentagon has this number as its overarching number, and then it has a lot of little 6s in it, that would be interesting. So anyway, I kind of want to know more about this letter, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can. There's just a lot of stuff to study. The other thing this word 40, this number 40, all the words that end in the numbers that end in a 0 are a little bit of a conundrum for me, but this one I believe is the dome, and it does imply the 4 corners of the earth, like this. And then you would have your O, which would be your more or less your circular map on the inside. Well, this is the U. It also has, it's us, which also kind of underlines the idea that this is the dome, but it's also the anagram for the US in the dome. So this word, I haven't looked at like the official etymology of it. Probably goes back a long ways, has a lot of associations. And maybe when they named the United States, I'm going to have to look at that decode some more. Maybe when they named the United States, they really wanted it to kind of embody the idea of us, to us together. But anyway, this word, the way it lays out, is 40 plus 12 is 52, and that would reduce to a 7. And then this is kind of the Vesica Pisces decode, where I would draw the circle around here and the circle around here, and then, according to the parable, this would be like the Washington Monument. I just put up a video on that. You guys should watch that with the time lapse. So this would be the core meaning, or like everything rotates around that. Like if you take the word as a torus field, there's a torus field in Astana, which shows you every fruit is shaped this way. This is an important shape. Well, anyway, that the 12 would be in here, the 40 would be here, and the 23 would be here. Well, in this shape, these outer layers spin, of course, like in a fruit. So you would add the 40 plus the 23, which is a 63, and that equals a 9. So you could kind of see that in the full rotation of this, there is the completion number. that we're looking for, that matches the completion of the de-evolvement, the completion of the fall, right? We've also seen, so the completion of the upright man. So I believe that there's just some completion. There's a defining of the upright and the lower, and I have a feeling that it's coming to a peak right now. That's, people are feeling the stress, and it does have something to do with September. I don't believe that people of good heart need to be afraid for any reason. Whether you live or you die, you have a good heart and you will be fine. So I don't think you need to be afraid for any reason. You will be rejoined with your loved ones. We always are. I remember many of my past lifetimes. I've been with my kids many, many lifetimes, and my husband many lifetimes. So I really don't want to spread a fear message. I believe if you have a good heart, I don't even believe that the bar is so high. You know, a lot of Christians feel really afraid about, you know, am I pure enough? Am I good enough? The only thing you need to investigate is how much suffering are you causing others? How much mercy are you bringing? How humble are you? How much, when you look at each person that comes to you, do you see the divinity? Do you see the chance that you are being given to do the right thing? That's the kind of thing that you need to be with. Not how many times do you go to church, or how much Bible have you read, or have you asked Jesus or Mardi Gras, or how many salutes have you given to Mardi Gras this day, or, you know, how confused are you by the Vatican? All that doesn't matter. We are eternal, and I think that Joshua tried to teach that, and the Vatican erased those teachings. He said to you, before you go to the Father, you will be born again. He did not mean go into your neighborhood church and have them baptize you and everybody's going to clap and sing and say amen. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. Nope. Not that baptism is wrong, just that that's not what he was talking about. That was not being born again. He's pointing at your immortal nature. He's pointing at things that the elite cannot take away from you. Boy, do I get off topic. What are we at? 7 minutes. Okay, not so bad. I was hoping for like a 4-minute video. Okay. Well, anyway, this is a outer potential spin field, like say it was an electron. Let me zoom in here. Yep, I haven't had breakfast. You can see my hand is shaking. Here we go. Now, I also want to point out that this 6-6 is also, I believe, the golden rule. Some Freemasons are good, some Freemasons are bad, some Illuminati's good, some Illuminati's bad. So that's why we have to use our thinkers. Anyway, you can see that suffering at its core, why is my left hand shaking but not my right? Suffering at its core would have to do with the golden rule, which is treat others as you would like to be treated. If you treat others as you would like to be treated, you are going to find your way out of suffering. And it's actually going to be quick, because it's actually fun to treat others as you would like to be treated. So that's why the golden rule is at the course of this. But it also shows the fallen. And the fallen obviously do not treat others as they would like to be treated. The fallen gods, you know, they let everybody die in the flood of Noah. Please see my video coming up about that, where I just talk about that. I'm not reading out of the book. I've read tons of these books, and I don't even know where to find the passage, but if I see it again, I'll make a video about it. So we have the golden rule, we have the de-evolving man, and also the interesting thing about the de-evolving man is it shows you the cycle. You reincarnate. Okay, this is a nation of people who are doing this over and over again. Some people reincarnate even if they don't have to, but many people reincarnate because they want to polish their walk, you know? Even New Agers, they kind of look down on people who reincarnate. You don't know why somebody reincarnates. Maybe they just want to polish their walk. Maybe they don't have to reincarnate. A lot of the kids right now, they're being born, I don't think they have to reincarnate. I think they are here to help us. So anyway, you have your and this word it also has the feeling of the ongoingness. of us in the field, right? This is the field where you do all the work. This is the field number, right? All right, well, I'm going to do C3PO. I looked at C3PO before and I didn't see anything, and I just looked at it again and I think I saw something. So stay tuned for C3PO because it has to do with the 22 level of man. It has to do with the ham of Buckingham Palace. It has to do with gold, which is 22. See, 1 and 21 is 22. So stay tuned for C3PO. I think that George Lucas was a little bit like J.K. Rowling. He knew a lot of things. I don't know if I believe the story about him having trouble publishing this, but maybe he did, you know. Maybe the elite thought that the code was too close to the surface on this. I don't know, on the Star Wars movie. Okay, guys, thanks for listening. I hope you're having a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.